Hello out there, YouTube community. I have a new video. All right. This video pertains to Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 and the use of AI in the single play mode. The reason I'm making this video is I want to cover something about AI. All right. For people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos over at Amazon and the techs over at Google that think AI is so great. AI is the future. AI is going to lead us to a perfect world where nothing bad ever happens. All right. I really recommend watching this video, and I strongly recommend trying to play this game on very hard difficulty with the AI partners you can select. All right. The network play is completely disabled. Capcom shut down the servers for this game in the United States around 2008 or 2009. All right. So the only way to unlock stuff now is through single player mode on this game. All right, the online network play allowed up to 4 human players, okay? So I'm first going to load the map with no AI, all right? The stage in question is going to be Wild Things. I have a 100% event checklist. I've cleared it with 4 of the 8 main characters. It is the last stage out of the 5 that I need to defeat on very hard difficulty to unlock Infinity Mode and Nightmare Mode, all right? It is probably the hardest stage out of all 10 stages between Resident Evil Outbreak 1 and Outbreak File 2. I would say it's harder than the elimination gauntlets, where you got to eliminate waves of hunters and zombies and hyenas and dogs and birds, and you have 30 minutes to do so in each one. It is harder than the showdowns, where you face the bosses from Outbreak File 1, Outbreak File 2 only, and then Outbreak 1 and 2 combined. All right. I normally play online, and when I played online, I usually use Cindy. She has the highest chance of survival, even though she has the second lowest health in the game because of her herb case. So I'm going to start the game with no partners. Very hard difficulty. All right. Now, Capcom did something with this game on the very hard difficulty for all 5 levels, where some of the items you need at the end to fight the bosses or complete stuff to get to the boss fights, you had to find them at the very beginning of the mission. If you don't find them at the beginning of the mission, a lot of times you can't go back and get them. But as you can see, all hell has broken loose at the Raccoon City Zoo. There are lots of dead animals and infected animals. Surprisingly, once you get out of the first area of this stage, you do not face another zombie. You face only animals in the zoo. Oh yeah, and there's a giant elephant with like 15,000 health that you have to fight at the end of this stage.
To the citizens of Raccoon City. That looks like the city zoo's rear gate. If a rescue team's on the way, I'd better hurry.
And if you manage to lock the elephant in his cage or defeat him inside the zoo, you have to face 3 lions for the boss fight, which they're actually worse because you can't outrun them. 4 legs are always faster than 2. The zombie elephant, you can get behind him and it'll take him a minute to figure out where you're at. He just has a lot more health, so you need a lot more bullets. Okay, let's see. You start each stage with 0.00% virus infection. You need to finish the stage before the virus counter reaches 100%. In single player, reaching 100% kills you and ends the game. All right. In online play, before it was shut down, If your virus gauge hit 100%, you would die, come back to life as a zombie for a short period of time, and you could attack the other survivors, and they could attack you just like another zombie could. You could only do lunge attacks. You couldn't grab them. A lot of times, because of the difficulty of this game on very hard, if a player died online, they'd respawn as a zombie, but they'd stay out of the way. They'd let the survivors still try to finish the level. So, the zombies have a range, though. You have to get within a certain range before they sense your presence and actually start trying to hunt you down. Gus, photobomb level expert. I love my cat. He's a character. Okay, it's pretty close. The zombie's probably going to start coming after me. Now, see this zombie over here? Oh, that's the zombie. He normally doesn't get up off the ground until you move a certain distance up the road. Now, let me show you how easy it is to avoid these fools. Now, you can lead zombies like this all day long. Now, the reason I bring that up is the hunting rifle that you need to have a considerable advantage in the boss fight is behind this door and it's locked. All right? Alyssa can pick the lock. If you don't have Alyssa, you have to break it down. Now I can put some huge distance between me and them. I don't have time to break that door down. 5 rounds with a revolver isn't going to do it. Even though in real life you could probably shoot a fucking doorknob once with a gun and fucking blast the fucking door open. I mean, they made it tough for a reason. Now there's a hint for unlocking the gate in this restaurant. You have to get the file to get the hint. That requires dodging this zombie. Oh, shit. It's not hard to dodge them. Now, in online play, a player can literally lead the zombies around the street all day long while the other players break through that door or use Elisa to pick the lock. I call it Alyssa. They pronounce it Elisa in this game. But it's in reference to Elisa Ashcroft. All right, once you got the hint, you can unlock the gate. Elephant comes crashing through the gate. Now watch this. He'll walk right past me and go over the gate like I'm not even there. And once you get in the zoo, you no longer face zombies. There's a couple areas where you'll face hyenas and a couple birds. Most of them on very hard are filled with lions. But as you can see, I've still taken no damage. But I'm going to run into the service road just so you guys can see what the fucking lions do and why you need to kill them. You don't have the firepower to do it on very hard. Notice it's gaining on me. Got ahead of me. See? You can't really dodge them. And they only got to hit her twice to put her in danger. But they're even faster than Kevin, and Kevin's the fastest character in the game. I have found a way to kill them, antivirus pills that George can create with his doctor kit. If you back out of a mission, you automatically die. Alright, exit. Now, the lions are much harder to deal with. Now, watch what happens when I load 2 AI partners, how much more difficult it becomes.
File 2.
I have all their costumes unlocked. Oops, went back too far. I'm gonna show off Cindy Type D since you have to get all her special items to get that costume. That's not an easy costume to get. Apparently, Cindy likes to dress in leather. It's called her nightlife costume. I'm going to move forward enough to show you where that zombie was laying on the ground. See how he's on the ground? Notice he still hasn't gotten up. But what did George do? He runs over and activates the zombie. Watching George be controlled by AI makes me wonder how he ever got to be a doctor. There's a hit where he ran into a zombie. He runs into another zombie. He's now in low caution. But notice they also didn't go to the door and try to break the door down to get the hunting rifle. They act like they ain't got no sense. They will not help you complete the levels. They will not grab key items. A lot of times they'll swap out first aid sprays for green herbs or sticks. Like, yeah, they're bad. Cindy's completely invincible while she's on the down part of her duck. When she comes up from it, she can be hit. George is in danger. Leads the zombies to the door. Now I'm in danger. Oh, shit. Get up to caution. And George is down on the ground dying already. Now, according to GameFAQs, George and Kevin have the best relationship with Cindy. They're supposed to be the most helpful at helping you complete the levels. Cindy, move. Actually, here, since I'm not trying to defeat the level, I'm going to put George back at the fun. Kevin got the handgun rounds and the revolver. George is terrible at grabbing items. So. Kevin's in danger. How do you get in danger with a 45 and 7 extra rounds for it? There's George getting hit. And see, you kind of have to hurry the level with the AI, because if you don't, they just run around taking damage all day. Now, in online play, I could have led the zombies around on a wild goose chase while the other 3 players broke that door down to get the hunting rifle. As such, I've had to try to figure out how to beat this level without the hunting rifle and just getting the shotgun, the 1 handgun, and the 2 revolvers. You find 20 revolver rounds, I think 40 handgun rounds at the most, and I think 15 shotgun rounds. Okay, here comes the elephant. I didn't show the cutscene the first time, so I'll let it play through this time. Now, common sense should dictate to run in any direction that's not near the elephant. Time to go. Okay.
Cindy.
George will use his doctor bag to make recovery medicines and antivirus pills, but that is it.
Yes.
Okay, he must have been really low on health because he should have went up to 5 with that.
Hey, you! Please, go this way.
Now, common sense dictates get away from the elephant. If I wouldn't have told him to follow me, they'd have stood there and tried to fight it. Let's see what happens when we go after the lions. Yes, you should totally stand there and run into the fucking lion all day long like that. He has a 45. Shoot the motherfucker. There's Kevin in danger.
Please, go this way. This way.
Let's see if they figure out how to get to the ladder to get away from the zombie, or the zombie lion. George figured it out. He's got the health. I don't have any healing items, though. George didn't figure it out until I told him to. I mean, so you pretty much have to babysit them. This is AI, though, mind you.
Cindy! Cindy! I'm sorry. Time to go.
To find a low caution in one hit. Oh, it's over now. But make a note, AI told those guys to run into the side of that lion the whole time until that lion clawed both of them and dropped half their health in one hit. So if there's anybody out there that thinks AI is the wave of the future, and AI is so great, you really need to try playing this game on very hard difficulty with AI helping you get through the level. Thanks for watching.